Good afternoon, folks. Or as I usually say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, I'm on an I-5 drive. It's taking me 20 minutes to go 3 miles. And the speed limit is 60 miles an hour. So you can understand that, the Mad Hatter's a little, he's so hot in the head right now, I had to take my hat off. That never happens, folks. Anyhow, everybody's been commenting on that memo today, and well, I'll just say that the memo is what the memo is. They've been doing it to us for years now, and it's neither here nor there, because I don't think anybody's going to be held responsible or accountable or anything. I think we've given up our Constitution, and we let it slide too long. Swamp rats have got a good hold on that piece of meat that they're chewing on, and they ain't going to let go. Not unless the swamp rat master, Mr. Trump, actually freaking does something. But I digress. It's neither here nor there. It's like here in Washington, they're wanting more tax money, and just heard on the radio that they're going to test a pay by the mile application where people only pay by the mile, and they're going to reverse the gas tax. I say bullshit. Ain't nobody going to give us back our taxes. Nobody in Olympia is going to give back our taxes. If they do, I'll give Jay Inslee 30 minutes to gather a crowd down on Main Street, and I'll kiss his butt. I mean that. If they give back our taxes for the gas tax, I will kiss that man's butt. I mean, give him 30 minutes to gather a crowd too. I'll gather a crowd right along with him. It's like the 405 over there by Renton and Bellevue. Neck itched. Over by Renton and Bellevue, where they put in a toll road that goes to maximum toll every day. $10. $10 to go maybe 25 miles. Ridiculous. And in their little contract of putting in this toll road, they said if it did not meet 2 pieces of criteria, that they'd take that toll right off of there. Well, it didn't meet both criteria, but the Democrats in Olympia are freaking out, saying, well, it met one of the criteria, so that's good enough. We can keep that $10 for 25 miles. You know how many millions and millions and millions of dollars that $10 makes? They ain't going to give that money up. The Democrats never give up the money. Once they get it, they're going to spend it. Just like a Boeing. If a certain portion of Boeing gets a certain budget every year, they constantly going to spend it and ask for more. And the funnier part of it is it's always just a shuffle. Who can shuffle the money there, to shuffle money over here, to shuffle the money over there? And they say, oh, this money's for the roads, and this money's for this, and this money's for that. And I want to tell you, folks, I drive down these roads all the time, and they are always under construction. I call it the working man's welfare. And granted, people work hard for their welfare, but it's still state money. Guaranteed, as long as there's a road, those people are going to have a job. Guaranteed. They will not work themselves out of that job. Ever. So I drive down I-5, and it takes an hour to go 20 miles. An hour. Blows me away. And it's because their infrastructure wasn't designed very well. First off, they have 5-lane highway. They need an 8-lane highway on both sides. 8 lanes. It's just terrible. It's terrible up here. That's just the way Washington is. It always has been. There's 2 seasons in Washington, and most of you know this. There's winter time, the rainy season, and construction. I always thought that was funny. Winter time and construction. But yeah, I guess when you're commuting back and forth from your beautiful little house out in the country to work in the city, you kind of have to deal with it. And for years I dealt with it by learning a foreign language. Right now, in between making videos and things like that, I'm learning how to speak Russian. Figure might as well. The Russians are after us anyway, so Privyet. That means hello. And do svidaniya means God go with you or goodbye. There's 2 words in Russian that you can use. And da and yet. That means yes and no. I think I'm getting pretty good just listening to the Russians. Figure I might as well learn their language because they're probably going to come over here and take over as dumb as we're getting. Yep. I grew up, the Russians was our complete and utter enemy. They were ready to blow us off the face of the earth. But I went to the Marine Corps to keep us from being communist, and yet now here it is almost 30 years later and we're damn near communist. It's terrible, folks. It really is. But that's my 2 cents worth on the wonderful memo that supposedly came out today, like nothing's ever going to be done about it, and my commentary on the taxes around Washington and what they're doing. So there's a few counties in King County, Snohomish County, and places like that where all the rich folk live, and their property tax is going up 17%. I don't think I ever had a 17% increase in my income. And I don't think that the price of my house ever went up 17%. We'll find out. We're getting ready to finish up our house that we're living in right now, and my wife and I are going to go ahead and put her on the market, see how much we can make off of her, because so far we've been watching houses just fly off the shelf. Problem is finding another house that we can afford. Anyhow, folks, I guess I'm going to jump off of here and make this video a little bit shorter. I'm getting into some heavier traffic. I got to start paying more attention to it. So, till next time, keep your stick on the ice.